Hey guys, Matt here. I want to do a video real quick today. It's going to be kind of a follow-up video to one I did about 4 months ago or so called Prepping for a Gun Ban. And I did that video in the wake of what had happened in the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting. And in that video I talked about things you should be stocking up on at that particular time, which was things like your standard capacity magazines, your 20 and 30 rounders, AR-15s, AR-15 parts, AK-47s, AK-47 parts, and ammunition related to those particular types of firearms that might be on any sort of ban list. Well, that was in the wake of what had happened then and the particular political climate of what was going on then. Now is very different. We are in a much more serious time. The likelihood of us seeing any sort of gun legislation or gun ban, whatever it may be, is much more likely now than it was then. So I wanted to kind of put some more information out there. And first off, I want to start by saying, if you haven't already picked up something like this or like this, I wouldn't even worry about it. Unless you just have a whole lot of money to spend or you're just really lucky on getting a good deal, you're not going to find those things anywhere right now. Okay? You're just not. Now the only exception to this would be if you're already in the middle of an AR-15 build, you just need a few more parts to finish it up, then yes, spend the money you need to get that rifle complete, do what you got to do. But other than that, not something I would worry about. So what should you worry about? Well, first, ammunition, okay? I don't know about you guys, but even yes, there's been a shortage on some 223 and 5.56 out there, but a lot of other ammunition is still readily available. I go to my Walmart, my sporting goods store, my gun shops, they still have everything. I just went and picked up, about 3 days ago, 1,500 rounds of 223 and 7.62 by 39. It's still out there, guys, and as long as you're not trying to buy online for people who are price gouging, you can still get it for the same price you could 3 weeks ago. I know I did. So it is still out there and it's still available, and that's definitely one area I think you should definitely be stocking up on right now, especially in certain calibers for certain particular types of firearms that have the possibility of being on any sort of gun ban list. So what else should you be stocking up on right now? Well, things like this and things like this. Yeah, old school. But you know what? They're also ban proof. And right now nobody is looking at these particular types of firearms. All right, everybody's concentrating on semi-automatic rifles, okay? That's where everybody's spending their money. The gun shops still have plenty of bolt guns, plenty of lever guns, plenty of revolvers sitting around, and for really good prices right now. And what's going to happen, let's say in a month, 2 months, 3 months, when an assault weapons ban goes through and all these other types of firearms are no longer available? Things like this are going to start selling for a lot more money, and they're going to be a lot more valuable. Because of that, it's something you might want to pick up now and possibly save yourself a little bit of money later on. Now, other types of things you might want to be looking at picking up are just modern handguns, shotguns, things like that. This is just a standard, pump action Mossberg. This is just a Glock 17. Now, if you look at Dianne Feinstein's proposed bill, which I'm not really going to go too much into right now, but she wants to ban all semi-automatic handguns, shotguns, pistols, rifles, anything, right? Even something like a Glock 17. Anything that's capable of having a detachable box magazine or holding more than 10 rounds, whether or not you even have more than 10 rounds, if it can hold more than 10 rounds, it would be on the ban list. So possibly picking up something like this would be a good idea to do now, okay? People are overlooking these a lot. I go to my gun shops, I go to my local sporting goods store, I go to Walmart. All these things are still sitting on the shelf while all the semi-automatic rifles are just gone. People are ignoring the revolvers, ignoring the shotguns, ignoring the semi-automatic pistols. These are all things you should be stocking up on now, along with the ammunition that goes with these types of firearms. So if you haven't already picked some of this stuff up, I highly recommend you do it now, because again, like I said, this and this, unless you're really lucky or got a lot of money, you're not going to find it.